Well, hello everybody. So we've had quite an interesting day, busy day. We've tried to whippersnip the long grass, get it down a bit so we can mow it. Just this little bit here, it was getting a bit too long and I didn't think the mower would be able to get through it. You can see from over there how long, tall it was getting. And I didn't want to use a mower because it was making some banging and clunking noises when I did the front the other day. Hey, sweetie. She's hunting. She's hunting for creatures. We've got lots of toadstools popping up all over the yard. So just toadstools. These guys don't like mushrooms or anything like that, so they will be leaving them alone, I think. So this is getting a bit tall. And I just mowed it last week. And it's getting tall already. But it's this bit here that I was worried about. So I got out the Dad's whippersnipper. And yes, it is actually a whippersnipper. And the cord kept on breaking on it. And I suspect it's because probably the age. So I tried to cut it fairly low around here. But it was just breaking the cord every 5 seconds. And I just couldn't get through it. So what I did is Mum had one. She got one, I think, from Audi. So this is Dad's old one. I put some new line on it, thinner line than what it had. But he got this in the very early 90s, around 92, 93. He got that one as a Christmas present. I think he got it from my mum as a Christmas present. And my mum bought this one because she found that Dad's one was too heavy. She couldn't hold it. So she got this one from Audi. And it was just a kit. So it's got arrows. I had to join it all together, and it's not very strong. It's all wobbly and pretty flimsy. Lots of screws. So she had to put it all together. And she couldn't tighten the screws very well. So it was very floppy and flimsy. So I've tightened the screws up now. I've put the cord from this one on that. It's a thicker cord. Green one. Green cord. But it is brittle. But this thing doesn't have the power that one has. So it doesn't seem to break. Well, it's not seemingly breaking. The self-feeder on that doesn't work. So I think that's why Mum stopped using it. She only ever used it for doing the driveway, but then she got a lawnmower chappie coming in. And he did it. So she never used it since then. This one here, the self-feeder kind of works. It's different. That one's bump feed. That one isn't, as you can see. But this, it won't release cord, so you actually have to take off the knob and turn it around manually to feed, so it doesn't work very well. I bought some new cord, but it's too thick for this one. It will fit that because that can take a thicker cord, but that one there, it won't take it. The problem is that there's a little metal tube down here for the cord to run through. and it's slightly too thick, so it won't feed easily. So what I did, because I had to go to the lawnmower place, I got new blades put for this, because it had a knock, and I was thinking that maybe the shaft is out of balance, and it's making a knock rather than the engine making a knock. And what they said is check the wheel underneath, the fly. It's not really a flywheel, but and they said it might have come loose, and that might have been my knocking. So I had a look, and yes, the bolt was loose, and so it was knocking. So hopefully that's it. With the new blades on it, it should make the cutting a lot easier. And are you talking to Henry next door? She says, I like Henry, I'm talking to him. Henry's the cat, big grey cat that lives next door, and teases her. Guess it runs up and down the fence and it teases her. So by her sniffing underneath the fence, I'll say that's Henry. You found Henry? Hello. Oh, yep, found Henry. That's paws coming through from underneath the fence, trying to get to Tikaani. She does bark, kinda. Barking to talk. She says, I like Henry. Oh yeah, hear Henry meowing. Oh, hey Henry. Oh. Is Henry talking to you? So anyway, back to what I was up to. So I got new blades, as I say. This, I gave it an oil change and a air filter change a couple of months ago. It's not using any oil. The guy said if there was something wrong with the engine, it would be using fuel, but it's not using any more fuel than it always ever has. So hopefully, because it was knocking, and I was thinking that maybe it's the rod has gone on it. So hopefully that's fixed it. I haven't started it up. And while I was there, I bought this thing. So there was two different models. One was like a little hobby one, and then there was this one, the bigger one. So get something a bit beefier to get through when the grass gets long. So I got that, a new one, and again it's electric, not petrol, because I had one, a two-stroke one, a number of years ago, and the problem with it is that I never used it. I used it half a dozen times and it died, and I took it in to get looked at and serviced, and they said no, it's all the rubber seals had gone on it. I thought, well, that's a waste, because I only hardly used it. And the electric ones are getting hard to find, so that's a steal. That one, so I had to pay more to get a steal, because everything's battery, and batteries ones are too heavy. Hey boy, and she's still talking to Henry. So I haven't read the instructions yet. Got to do that. And we had an ambulance out the front. Probably for somebody next door, so I don't know who that was for. It wasn't emergency services. It was just normal old ambulance. It wasn't paramedics or so that's interesting. They crept in, no lights or anything on, no sirens when they turned up. So as I say, it wasn't an emergency, but it was for something. I think she's found Henry again. Oh, Tikaani. Hey. Are you playing with feet? Feet underneath the fence. Hey, sweetie. We'll leave you to it, everyone. Have a good day. Have a great day. Oh, and the other thing is, what I did is, in here, I'm very proud of this one. This tap was dripping. And it's connected to the dog shower. And it was dripping away. And so I replaced the washer in it. That's my first washer I've ever done. I've ever replaced. So yay, for me. Proud of that one. No plumber. I'll see you later, everyone. Take care. See you soon.